Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, mis estudiantes virtuales. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Hoy es miércoles, el 28 de febrero, y hoy es un día para leer. So, en Desmos, ¿cómo están ustedes? ¿Están felices? Porque hace buen tiempo. Ayer, 55 grados. ¡Wow! ¡Wow! Me gusta cuando hace buen tiempo. Cuando hace buen tiempo quiero caminar en el parque, pero no, tengo que trabajar, pero quiero caminar. Yo soy fuerte y sí, puedo hacer cosas difíciles. Sí, puedo hacer cosas difíciles. So, speaking of difícil, taking any class for high school credit is difícil as an 8th grader. You guys have so many things to learn, not about Spanish, but about being a student. So today we're going to talk about that. And some of you are rock stars. Some of you don't even know where to start. So here are some things. What are you doing to help yourself? You have been given the responsibility to learn. So what are you doing to accept that responsibility and to do your best? So click Alt and Apply. I attend every class online or face-to-face with the intent to understand. Here's what some of you are doing in face-to-face class. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. If you are not coming with the intent to understand, you won't understand. Some of you speed through my videos or don't watch the videos. That's not coming with the intent to understand. So if you are not attending class with the intent to understand, let's make that a goal for the rest of the year. 12 weeks and you're done. 12 and a half weeks. 12 and a half weeks and you're done. So make this your goal for those 12 weeks. I ask for help when I feel confused or do not understand. Some of you have come in and asked for help. Thank you. Gracias. I like to help children. I do. But you have to ask. I don't know if you want help. Some of you don't want help. Some of you just want to cheat and whatever. Okay. But those of you who do want help, I'm here. I will make the time to help you. Clarifying questions. This is something that my husband, who teaches at Mount Marty, and I have talked about a lot. We wish students would be able to do this. This is a skill we would like you to practice, especially if you're going to go to high school, especially if you're going to go to college. A clarifying question starts out with saying, yesterday you said this. Yesterday I heard you say, I read. So it starts with a piece of information, and then it follows with, does that mean? Yesterday you said there cannot be two verbs together, two conjugated verbs together. Does that mean in this sentence? Does that mean what I want to say? You start with a I heard, I read, I believe. And then you follow it with, does that mean? That's a clarifying question. Oh, so powerful. I use homework as a way to practice, not as a punishment, not as a I'm only motivated to do it when you give me a 0. I use homework as a way to practice. I accept the responsibility that practicing is the only way I learn. I do my homework not because someone is forcing me to, but because I choose to practice. Whew, life-changing in high school. I mentally ask myself sometimes, hey, could I explain this to somebody else? Could I explain shoe verbs to somebody else? Could I explain conjugations to somebody else? If the answer is yeah, you got it. You got it. You're good. You're good. I take advantage of opportunities to practice. Hey guys, don't show up to a varsity game and expect to play well if you have never, ever, ever practiced a single free throw. So, what are you doing? Honestly, be honest. I'm not even going to look at this. This is for you. Be honest. What do you do to help yourself? And then start setting some goals as to every day I'm going to show up with the intent to understand. Every day I'm going to take advantage of opportunities to practice, whether that's homework or in Spanish, homework or book it or whatever, anything I can do to practice, I'm going to take advantage of those when the teacher, algebra teacher, Spanish teacher, history teacher, when they give me the opportunity to practice, I'm going to take advantage of it. Okay? So enough soapbox, enough yelling at you guys. Your responsibility to learn, my responsibility to teach, and there's a difference. Okay, ¿cómo estás hoy? Which Patrick speaks to you? Ooh, today, Tango Hombre. Tango Hombre. I am going to write Tango Hombre. I'm hungry. Don't know why, no sé. Pero tengo hambre, sí. Quiero una hamburguesa. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Hoy es mi miércoles, el 24 de febrero. Hoy es miércoles, el 24 de febrero. ¿Qué te gusta hacer cuando hace buen tiempo? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? What do you like to do when it's good weather? Cuando hace buen tiempo, me gusta montar en bicicleta o caminar en el parque. Hoy es el 24. Wow, almost done with febrero. Okay, the rest of today is going to be reading. So hang on, virtual kids. Just let me walk you through this real quick, and then you can shut me off and work. So, lee el diálogo en la página siguiente con cuidado. Read the dialogue on the next page cautiously. We're going to do some reading and some deciding. We're going to do logical, illogical, stuff like that. So here is the reading, and it is long. You're going to have to scroll down. It is long. It is all in Spanish. It's a little complicated. So read it once to get the main idea. Here are multiple choice questions for the very basic minimum, like I sort of have an idea what's going on. Then we're going to dive in and look. I have parts of the dialogue. The first thing here is talking about culture. This is a cultural note, something you need to know about Spanish. Take your time, process what you read. Read carefully. Do some critical thinking. This is not a yes or no, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Think about the culture. Then I actually do some cognates, just like the old days. And I do a little teaching here. This is a cultural note about what this food is, okay? But this is cognates. You guys can do cognates. This is basically looking at some of the verbs we've done today, consigues, and consigo. So this is a little verb work. And then I go back and do some more cognates. What wants to say the red word? What does the red word mean? You just type in English, and it's like one word. What wants to say the blue word? So you find the blue word, type in English. What wants to say the green word? Okay, type the word in English. The word tan is used 3 times in the reading. So highlight so you're going to come here with your marker, change it to the color. You're going to find the word tan and you're going to highlight it. Okay, you're going to scribble over the top of it right there. Okay, there's 3 of them. You're going to find it. Then you are going to use context clues. This is a skill that you use in English reading and Spanish reading. And if you ever learn how to read Russian or Mandarin Chinese, you will still use this skill. This is a reading skill, a skill used in any language. Using what you know, what you understand, can you figure out what the word tan means? It's a word I want you to know and be able to use. So we're looking at it in context and putting it into our brain in context. Okay, then you probably want to go back and do a reread. Now that you really have looked at the text and dug through some of the vocabulary in there, go back, reread it, and then you have some questions that are logical or illogical. So it's not explicitly written in the text. This will not be word for word in the text. You have to do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of inferring to decide if these are logical or illogical. When you have done that, I want to interview you. There are 10 questions for you to answer, kind of loosely based on the interview. So the first question he asks in the interview is, what kind of person are you? I want you to tell me, what kind of person are you? What do you order in a restaurant? Okay. So these are basically using verbs from the chapter. I want you to answer in complete sentences, because the goal, my teaching goal, is to give you the opportunity to practice the verbs from this chapter in a communicative setting. I ask you a question, you give me an answer. We are communicating. Okay, so this is not a one-sided thing. This is a two-sided thing. I'm offering you an opportunity to practice this chapter's verbs in a meaningful, communicate your personal ideas to another human being. Okay, and then anything you want to, ¿qué quieres decirme? What do you want to tell me? ¿Qué quieres decirme? Y adiós. So you can shut me off and go back and work. Bye-bye.